Alright, back again with another video. This one's going to be a little bit of a story time on how I met my current partner, girlfriend, I should say, Michelle. And you guys may not know this, but I have had a very, very complicated dating history. And I feel like Michelle is one of the nicer ones because I'll tell you the story. So back when I started working at Fort Sam Houston, the base I work at right now, basically she had been transferred there from Pomelo or Cavazos, some other base. She had been transferred there from some other base, and she's part of what's called the security forces. She's technically SF, just not special forces. She's part of the security forces. She works at the front gate, and when I first started working there, every single time I would come to work, she would be like one of the people that checked me in and checked me out. And when I started working there, we were friendly to each other. I would see her pretty much every morning, and then pretty much every night when I left. And she was really nice. And I believe it was in like January-ish, we started getting a little bit more acquainted. One time, I was the fifth car through the gate, and I had to get a random vehicle search. They're not fun, but it's a part of the check-in process sometimes. So I pulled to the side so they can let other cars pass through. They check my vehicle, and I have to get out and stand by my car so that they can go through everything. And she's standing with me, and she just goes, "Hey, nice. I really like your car. It's very cute." And I said, "Thank you. It has a lot of issues, but it's super, super fun to drive around in." And she was like, "Yeah, maybe one of these days you could take me out on a drive in it." And I was like, "Yeah, maybe." Not thinking much of it because I didn't even know her name at this point. I just didn't I didn't know what to say. So in that moment, I was just like, she seems like a cool girl. Maybe one of these days I'll ask her for her name or her number on my way through, because I only knew her by her last name from her name tape. So I believe it was one of the days when I was leaving. They opened the gate for me, and I just randomly said, "Hey, what's your name? I wanna look you up on like Facebook or Instagram or something." And she goes, "My name is Michelle." And I don't have Instagram or Snapchat or anything, but my Facebook is Michelle and her last name. And I'm only going to be referring to her as Michelle because I don't want her to get in trouble. And I'm not going to be referring her to her rank or any other stuff like that, because I also do not want her to get in trouble. But she told me her first name, she told me her last name. I looked her up on Facebook. I sent her a friend request, and I didn't hear anything from her for like a couple of days. Other than like driving back and forth at the gate. She would say hi to me. She would basically make fun of my car, give me shit about my car. But up until she responded, I was like, oh, I overstepped. She doesn't want to talk to me. She was just being friendly. It's probably nothing there. And then she accepted my friend request and she said, sorry, I don't really use Facebook that often. Here's my number. And I was like, oh shit, now I have her number. So we get to texting back and forth. She lives relatively close to the base. She lives closer to the base than me because she lives on like a military housing unit near the base. And she when she drives to work, it's a 2-minute drive. When I drive to work, it's like a 10 to 15 minute drive because I live down the highway from the base. But basically, she and I get to texting, and it was fine. And then one day, she sends me a text of some, I'll just say, spicy pictures. Pictures that I didn't ask for and that I honestly thought she might have been sending to somebody else. And my reaction was, whoa, did she actually send these to me? And it was just like, I sent her a message. I was like, hey, not sure if you meant to send these to me or not, but if we don't get this figured out real quick, I'll have to report it to the chain of command because we work on a military base. Fraternizing is technically not like a crime or anything. It's just frowned upon, and unwanted sexual stuff is like it's very serious. So I wanted to make sure that she didn't just accidentally send these pictures to me. And she was like, no, I meant to send them to you. I was like, okay, why? And she was like, well, I mean, we've been talking for a while. We had been talking for like a good 2 or 3 weeks, but at this point, and I was just, I liked her enough to be like, okay, well, maybe we can take this a little bit further, and clearly she did too. And I was like, so what do you want to happen? And she was like, well, I think you know and I know that this means we should start, hanging out more. And I was like, okay, cool. So we officially started dating like 2 weeks ago. And this past weekend was Valentine's Day. And I'm just going to tell a couple of the cute stories that Michelle and I have now as a couple, and then I'm going to tell you some of the stuff that she told me when we first started. Well, actually, no. I'm going to tell you some of the stuff she told me when we first started dating that really caught me off guard. So, when we first started dating, I asked her intentions, like, what are your intentions? Are you looking to just have fun? Are you looking to date just to date, or date to marry, or have kids, start a life with somebody? And she was like, no. You seem like a fun person. I'm a very outgoing and fun person. I'm good. Housekeeping. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So she was like, I'm a very fun and outgoing person. You're a very fun and outgoing person. We'll see where it leads us, but as of right now, I don't want anything past fun. I don't want to start a I don't want anything past dating. I don't want to get married. I don't want to start a life with anybody. I don't want to share a bank account. I don't want, I don't want to meet your family. I just want to have fun. And I was like, oh, okay. And I mean, up until this point, all my girlfriends have been either date to marry or date for a long time, like a longer term relationship. I don't know how long this relationship will last, but it was just refreshing to hear something like that. She came out with it. She didn't lie about it. Just like, oh yeah, I want to date to marry. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to share the rest of my life with you. I want to have kids. I want to, buy a house together. She was just like, I just want to have fun with somebody. I want to feel loved. I want to have a companion, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If I move away in a year, that'll be fine. If I decide to stay here, that'll be fine too. And she originally joined the Army security forces in Colorado. And she's a pretty good distance away from where she originally enlisted. But she says it's nice here, and obviously it is. San Antonio. We don't have a winter down here, and there's a lot of really fun places like the Alamo and the Riverwalk and the zoo and Morgan's Wonderland. Just really fun places to hang out. But anyways, back to what I was saying before. Some of the first dates that she and I went on was the first date, which happened 2 weeks ago. There's this new taco truck in San Antonio that opened up. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. We've only been there like 2 or 3 times. But basically, they have $1 tacos. And I was really excited about that. And the thing was, you can have as many tacos as you want. It's kind of like a charitable food truck, almost. Like, they give out $1 tacos, and if homeless people come up, it's $1 taco. They're not losing that much money by just giving away, a taco here and there. So this guy there's a line around the block when this guy opens up, because it's cheaper than Taco Bell, it's cheaper than Chipotle, it's cheaper than a bunch of other places. And I was like, hey, do you want to go to this new taco truck? And she was like, yeah, sure. And we get there, and the funny thing is, like, I didn't know at the time that she liked tacos, but I was thinking, this is a really cheap date idea. I can bring $20 along, and we can eat 10 tacos each. And for reference, the tacos are they're a little bit smaller than they're around the same size as a soft taco from Taco Bell, just with a tiny bit more meat. And the best part about this taco truck is you can get unlimited toppings. You can get cheese, guac, a bunch of other stuff, and it's self-serve. So you just take a cup of it, take another cup, sour cream, this, that. No charge for any of it. It's great. And we went there, we got tacos, and she was like, oh my God, they have unlimited toppings. this is awesome. And I have literally never taken, like, if I had taken any other woman to this place, she would be like, this is weird. Like, I don't want to go eat dollar tacos. Take me to, like, a steakhouse or this or that where the meals are, like, $150 each. But she was just excited about the free unlimited, like, toppings, which when I first saw her, like, doing her little, she has this, like, little footloose thing that she'll do on the ground. She was like, I don't even know, like, crip walking. She was excitedly crip walking to the table with our tacos. It was so funny. And I mean, Valentine's Day was this past weekend, and we tried to go again, but we got rained out. The taco truck, we arrived, there's a line around the block, and it just starts downpouring. And we were just like, oh man, that sucks. The taco truck, he closes his door, closes up shop because it just starts downpouring. And it was like, man, that sucks. Alright, well, do you want to just go to, like, McDonald's or some other spot? And she was like, actually, I know of this other place that has, like, ice cream and stuff like that. It's right around the corner. And I was like, alright, cool. So we went and got ice cream with, like, heart sprinkles, which was really funny. But the most memorable date that we did happened last week. She doesn't know anything about, like, hunting or fishing. She's kind of a city girl. She's from Boulder, Colorado. So she's not really an outdoorsy type of girl. But I wanted to get some, like, fishing lures and stuff from Bass Pro. And if you guys don't know what Bass Pro is, it's basically the redneck heaven. And there's one pretty close to us in San Antonio. It's not technically in San Antonio, but it's pretty close. So I asked her, hey, would you want to go with me to Bass Pro? And she was like, what's at Bass Pro? And I was like, a bunch of fishing gear and stuff. And she was like, sure, I've actually never been fishing. I'm not really outdoorsy, but I'll go with you. And we had so much fun. I showed her the aquarium, and she was looking at all the fish with, like, these super, super cute wide eyes, just like, wow, this is so cool. It's basically like an aquarium. And then I showed her the different spinning and bait casting rods and reels and stuff. Gave her, like, some tips and tricks on how to tie knots and how to, like, secure hooks and how to rig up jigs and stuff. And she got a tutorial on how to put line on a bait casting lure. And she did pretty well. I mean, they do it there for free, but she was like, how show me how to do it and I'll try to do it myself. And I was like, okay. And she did good for a little bit, but she kind of bird nested the line, like, halfway through, and we had to yank out the line and just start over. But other than that, she was pretty chill about it. I think she enjoyed that I enjoyed having her there more than she enjoyed being there. But I mean, I think she had fun. I mean, she said she had fun, so it was fun. And I just have never had a girlfriend like this where she's so honest about, like, I'm not in this for the long term. I just want to have fun with you, both of us together. And if it doesn't work out, doesn't work out. It's just nice to have a relationship like this. And I don't know if she'll ever see this video, but if you do, Michelle, You are absolutely amazing, and I really, really hope that this relationship lasts as long as possible for both of us, because you are an amazing girl, and I really do care about you. And if this relationship doesn't work out, I hope that you find somebody that loves you for who you are and doesn't try to change you at all, because you are amazing just the way you are, Angel. All right. So basically, that's my new relationship and everything about it. So yeah, she's a great girl, and I just love her. She's amazing. So I think this is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, please make sure to like it, share it, subscribe, and, you know, leave a comment if you can. If you guys want some relationship advice videos, let me know, even though this isn't like a relationship channel. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.